Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to walk us through how we can go about exploiting a vulnerable API. But before that, we have to first start with installing a new API project. So the project we'll be working with today is called VVMA. Which stands for the Very Vulnerable Management API. So it's a deliberately insecure API that's built with Node.js, right, to help you understand common API security flaws, right, and help you build your skills at identifying and exploiting APIs. The project has an official walkthrough which you can explore later on. I'm going to attach the walkthrough to the video description to make it easier for you to find the walkthrough. Yeah. So next up, this is the outline of what we are going to do. We're going to clone the project repo. We're going to install the project using Docker Compose, which is so much easier compared to installing the project locally. And then we are going to explore the API and its functionalities, right? So if you like the application that I am using for the outline, I'm going to attach the link to the video description. To clone the project, you have to copy the link from the GitHub repo, and then on our terminal, we run the git clone along with the project URL. Yeah, and then we hit enter. We have the project cloning. So we have our project running. Once the project successfully runs, we are going to check the box. Yep, project cloned successfully. Next up, change our directory to the project directory and then list the files and folders in the project directory. So we're running the Docker Compose, and this might take a while to run, especially if you're running for the first time. So we are going to pause the video and then start when our project is running. We have our project running. We are going to navigate to our browser and then type localhost colon and then 3000 to access the vulnerable API. We are greeted with a page that says welcome to the very vulnerable API. So to navigate to the API documentation, you have to type /API docs to view the API documentation. So this is it. This is the vulnerable API documentation that we are looking at. So since we are already done with installing the project, we can take the box. We've successfully installed the project. Next up, we are exploring the API and its functionalities. So under the auth functionality, we have the register and the login. The registration. In the registration, we have to put in our username, the email, and our password, and then we get the response returned to us. It can either be user successfully registered, invalid input, or an internal server error. Next up, we have the login functionality. So the login functionality, we have to enter our email address and also our password. So the group functionality, we see the first endpoint here is the endpoint that allows us to retrieve all groups here. The next endpoint, we can create a new group. We can also get a group by ID. An endpoint that lets us to get a group by ID. We have an endpoint that lets us to update a group by ID. So we can get a group, we can update a group by specifying the group's ID. We can also delete a group here. we are using the delete functionality. For the update group, we are using the patch functionality. Yes, so we also have another endpoint that lets us to join a group by ID. So we have to specify the group ID to join that group. Next up, we have the join group by invite. So it seems that there are two ways to join group here. There are two ways to join a group. So join a group by ID or join a group by the invite URL. So I think that groups, groups have, when groups are created, they have like invite codes or invite URLs like generated. Yeah. So next up we have the refresh invite. So we can also like refresh the invite code for a group. What we need is just the group ID. So next up we can get group members. There we can get group members, we can delete members of a group, and we can also promote members in a group, right? Make them to be admins, like give them admin privileges. Yeah, these are really cool functionalities. Yeah, these are really cool functionalities, and yeah, things that will help us a lot to practice our skills, especially when it comes to like access control. So next up we have the passport functionality. So you can no, we can also like reset password, request for passport, reset OTP, and then we verify that OTP. Yeah, these are the two functionalities. Then we have the users functionalities, which we have one to get the profile of the correctly authenticated user. We can also like get a user by ID. We can update a user by ID using the patch method, and we can also delete a user by ID using the delete method here. So that is it for this. That is it for this video. We've explored the functionalities. We've seen really cool functionalities here that are really going to help us practice our API skills. So if you found this video helpful, yeah, you found a new project to work on, please hit the subscribe button and also the like button and turn on your notification, because in the next video we are going to explore, we are going to move on to exploiting the functionalities, right? Exploiting the API. Thank you. See you next time.